Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Boys Season 4. This one we're going to be going over some of the viewer reception of the first 3 episodes and why I think this needs to be addressed, which is my defense of The Boys Season 4. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video today, this one's going to be doing another video for The Boys, this one's going to be doing another video, this one's another discussion video leading into Season 4, Episode 4 of The Boys, coming up now in just about another day or so. So, very excited for Episode 4 of The Boys, definitely very excited to see the next episode with the triple premiere now being done and now just going on to, week-to-week basis. But this is a video that I wanted to do for a little while and I was kind of contemplating doing it because obviously I like to see different perspectives and I like to see people have different opinions and I like to see, different stuff like that. And dear Lord is the first thing I'll say. What the fuck is the hate about this season? Like, seriously. And I honestly, I wasn't gonna do a video about this because, people are allowed to have their opinions and I like, people that, have different opinions and, I like to respect others' opinions. So I don't really do videos like this because I'm just like, okay, well, it's up to interpretation, But I have seen such a hate fest for this season. It's not even funny. The Boys' first 3 seasons were well received. Everybody pretty much enjoyed those seasons all the way through. I never saw any complaints. This season, I have watched many different reviews, many different takes on this season. And I won't name names, but dear God, I mean, fuck. I'm just saying, I've heard nothing but story complaints. I've heard people insulting the actors. I've heard people insulting, everything. The politics, everything. And yes, I've heard people literally in review videos insulting actors, personally attacking the actors of this show because they think this season's not that good. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was like, no, I gotta come on here and do a video on this because I've never seen such a hate for a beginning of a season in a while, to be honest. It's weird. And the critiques are, honestly ridiculous. I've heard people say, oh my god, I don't like this season because Butcher's too soft. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's always had, moments where he's, sad and down and whatever. What? I don't understand that complaint at all. I've heard people say, oh, the show is just about Homelander. Every other plot in this season doesn't matter. Apparently, if you're not Homelander, apparently the show doesn't matter. And that's one of the big arguments I will never understand. Is somebody that watches this show to say that Homelander is the only important character. If it's a scene that's not with Homelander, they're on their fucking phones. I'm like, there's a story being told here, people. There's a story. There is Ryan. There's Butcher on his freaking deathbed, pretty much. There's MM and his conflict with Butcher of who should lead the boys. You've got, Frenchie, who has a boyfriend now, but then he killed his, his loved one. So now you got that conflict within there. You got Huey. After 3 seasons of hearing about her, we finally get to see his mother. We finally get to find out more context of why she left. We finally get to see Starlight, becoming her own, as Annie, and coming out there and going up against Homelander and stuff like that. These are interesting plot lines. And all I'm hearing from people saying is that, well, if it's not Homelander, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, what? You gave a fuck last 3 seasons. What the fuck's going on with this season? You know what I'm saying? It really does piss me off. And this is something that I can't stand, is that people are sitting here saying that this season is too much with the politics. We've always had politics in The Boys, people. We've always had politics. That's not a new thing, y'all. I don't understand. And here's the thing. Anybody that sits there and says that this show is just a fun show and it's just about Homelander, you obviously are not paying attention. Now, yes, to a degree, I do agree that this show is, a for fun show. But that's half of it. Half of this show, I'd say, is a for fun story. The other half actually is a plot that you have to pay attention to and you actually, should watch because there is drama going on in the show. And I'm not understanding why people are going around. And it started all of a sudden. Season 3 to Season 1, everybody enjoyed everything, pretty much. Season 4, for some odd reason, if it's not Homelander, nobody wants to hear about it. I don't understand that at all. And, I've heard some people critiquing, I don't like the Frenchie twist, that he's, he's, gay now and stuff like that. who gives a shit? Like, there's a plot around it. I agree. If it was just, like, Frenchie, like, with this dude and there was no plot around it, I'd be like, all right, there's something weird going on here. But here's the thing. Frenchie himself is in a plot. He is dealing with the past catching up to him, killing people that you know, of course, are related to this boyfriend that he's with, and that is leading somewhere. You have to let the story play out, you know? And that's one thing I'll never understand. People saying that Butcher is a softie. I'm like, he's on death's door, guys. Like, keep that in mind. He's not exactly going to be happy-go-lucky all the frickin' time. He's trying to figure out how to save his son from not becoming like Homelander. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he means when he says, like, I'm bloody terrified, you know? And I've heard people take that line so out of context, like, I'm bloody terrified. Oh, he's a pussy now. I'm like, what the fuck are you people talking about? Like, seriously, like I said, I don't want to insult anybody that has the opinion that Season 4 of The Boys is not as good as the first 3 seasons. That's fine. I personally think it's on par. I do. I think it's on par with every other season. I don't see a difference in quality. I really don't. But to the people that think that and are respectful about it, that's awesome. But these people that are coming out here and making review videos and doing these critiques and giving this like a 6 out of 10 because everything that's not Homelander doesn't matter in the show. And you know, and I've heard so many weird things like, I'm concerned for the future of the show. The politics are too much. If it's not Homelander, I'm not watching. Billy Butcher's a softie. The Frenchie plot doesn't matter. I'm like, guys, let the story play out. That's the thing. Let the story play out first. Let the shit breathe a little bit. And, you know, and anybody that comes out there and says like, oh, Frenchie looks way too skinny this season. He looks way too small. And you're like insulting the show based off of that. I seriously don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you aside from you should honestly get off the internet. I'm sorry, but like, what the hell, man? So, The Boys is not made for snowflakes. We've established that. The Boys is not made for snowflakes, and that should not be, you know, lightly said. So, really what I'm trying to say here is let the story play out. You know what I'm saying? And for anybody that goes out there and insults the actors for MM and other actors, I've heard so many different critiques out there about that. Honestly, like, I don't understand. For one, I don't understand shaming live, like actual actors for a story. I don't understand that at all. And I honestly feel bad for the actor for MM and, you know, other actors that are getting shamed for this because I'm not seeing a difference in the story. Even if you don't like the story, why are people insulting the actors? I don't understand it. So, I'm loving the season, personally. I'm sure you can tell. I love Season 4. I think it's really good. I think it's up to the same standards as every other season so far. And I don't know. I don't get it. And, like, people now, like, I've heard so many things like, oh my god, Acolyte. Like, Acolyte is such bullshit, which, yes, I agree. And people are saying, oh, The Boys Season 4 is going to be the next Acolyte. Those are completely two different fucking properties. Those are two completely different fucking shows. Like, why are those being compared? I'm not understanding. People today, and people that compare shows that are completely different will not understand. People that sit there and insult the actors IRL for losing some weight, I mean, honestly, like, I don't get it. People that say that Homelander is the only thing that matters from this show, you're obviously not paying attention. And that's really all I have to say about it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I'm not going to understand it. You can critique the story, but also pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, common sense. There's more of a story than just Homelander. And the show is... It's not shoving politics in your face. It does it every season. Every season does shit like that, you know? Like, this season's not any different from any other season. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Am I just reading into this too much? I don't know. The way I've seen people talk about it, it's really embarrassing. But post comments. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for The Boys. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.